Well, here we go. We are back to playing Rez Evil 8. And I can't really remember exactly where I left off the last time, so let's see what happens. Playing it once again in the dark. Big surprise. I usually tend to do that because I'm an idiot. But, you know, it's okay. I've got a tequila sunrise, so let's rock the shit. Sounds pretty good. Love this opening credit. Okay, so we are going to continue where it was, which I believe, if memory serves, was going down into the basement, which is never the fun part of this game, and unfortunately, for freaking ever, and I do mean forever, to get through the basement. I mean, I think this is the longest part, actually. It's just, honestly, it's just waiting for this thing to load, which unfortunately takes a long time. So, we'll see how this works. Someday it might go. I really do need to play some Apex, though. It's been a little while. And despite the fact that I'm tired, which I really am tired. Today was a really long day at work. And for those who will eventually watch my stream, hopefully, once I get a better up and running mic and I can get a camera for my PS4. I am a veterinary technician by trade. I'm what we call a CVT, so I'm a certified veterinary technician. So I work with animals. I work for the Humane Society of Southern Arizona, and I'm fucking exhausted. Even though there's the whole COVID shit, which I hope everybody's staying safe through. Yeah, I'm still tired. Okay, so starting this, and I'm trying to remember everything that I've got. I know that I can't do that. Okay. And I keep wanting to hit square because I've played Apex Legends so bloody much. But alright, so we have to descend down into this basement, and I will tell you right now, this is going to be like a really lengthy video, hopefully, because I know my last one was like 58 minutes. I'm hoping to get through this relatively quickly, compared to normal. But there's always one part. It's not coming up yet, but there is always one part that I will scream at. Yep. Oh, not that one, but there's a worse one. Blocking. Let me get out that now. Okay. That did not happen to be the part that scares me. There is one part that will. Okay, so in here, there's this guy. And I completely missed that shot. I'm sure y'all saw that. That guy's dead, right? Yeah. Okay. Always gotta double check because it always scares the shit out of me. Okay, so in here, there's a little key to it, but you essentially have to open up this one, and you have to open up the one with the handle, and that opens this one. Which, when you open this, a guy is gonna pop out, but then there's going to be a key, so you guys essentially just back up, and this guy is a bigger one that has the, he has the shield in this space, which sucks. Block. And go back and start back in this space. He's the bigger one. You'll notice that there are two different types of these assholes. The first ones are like the tiny ones, but if you notice these big, like, long, it's almost like a shield on the side of them. Only the big dudes have those, and they will block their face so that you can't actually really hit them very well, which sucks. And now we gotta try to remember if I recall this was locked. And then this you can open up before we go really deep into anything. So when you open this up, and then there's gonna be a guy. See how there's like this shit up here? There will be a guy eventually that's going to jump down. But we're not there yet. We'll jump down when I come back, unfortunately. And there was later, there will be somebody that comes out of there. But we're not there yet either. So here is where you grab the scorpion key, which I don't know if some of you were watching the last video, but you use the scorpion key to open up a few doors, some of which are, if I recall, downstairs. So what I just picked up was a treasure photo, which you can look at it. I've seen it multiple times to know where it is. But you can collect these, and eventually you want to delete them, which I don't even know if I can delete them. Oh, I can. Apparently my cat's being bad, so I do have a son. That was in the background. So you'll come in here, and I don't think I have any. Do I have an herb? I think I just picked up an herb, so we can combine it with the kind fluid, and it'll give me another health pack. And then we come in here, down the steps, all there really is what's called a psychostimulant in the corner, which when you pick it up, basically if you use it, it helps you to locate different items and stuff like that. And there's also one of the little bobbleheads right here, which, there we go, got the bobblehead. So then we basically turn, and there'll be shotgun ammo, which you don't need right now because you obviously don't have a shotgun. You pretty much just have, here's my little pistol. That's about it. So when you start heading back this way, there is, and I always use the psychostimulant now because I really don't need them, but just take up space. So now this guy over here is going to drop on the floor, and we're basically just gonna and he's gonna run at me, and he's gonna run at me, and boom, boom. See, so the psychostimulant, see how it kind of lights up with this little marker? That means that I missed something here. There's also something on the other side of the wall, which I don't need to worry about right this particular. And we're gonna go back. So then the next portion of this is unfortunately what ends up, I keep hitting that damn button. This is what eventually, unfortunately, ends up taking the longest, because there's a lot of components to have to go through, and for me personally, I don't like having to go through all that right now. So usually what I'll end up doing is, because I do have a lot of ammo right now, I will actually open up this door, see if anybody comes out. Sometimes there are, I can't remember if it's during this, yep, right there. Okay, but sometimes there's not a guy, and then other times, there is a guy. And you want to make sure that he's not covering his face, because when he covers his face, you can't shoot him. Ooh. And I'm missing horribly, so feel free to laugh at my shots, because I'm horrible. Alright, so now that he's dead, I'm going to go back up the steps. And I'm actually going to drop off a bunch of stuff in my save area, because I don't need the shotgun ammo, I don't need the antique coins right now, so, and actually I can use that lockpick right now if I want to. Let me keep the herb just as a backup. Let's use the lockpick right here. and I can't remember, maybe ammo? Yeah, handgun ammo, there we go. Okay. So now, we're gonna go back down the steps, because we're still not done in the basement. And we're gonna hang a right. There should be no more demons from this point on, in that little hallway again, so you don't have to worry about that. However, there are going to be in this particular room, and this is, I would say honestly, is the hardest room in the basement. So once you come in here, you collect the hand ammo from the tub, the chem fluid, and then you get a guy that'll come out of the wall. It sucks. But there's also going to be a guy behind you as well. So you kind of have to be able to run very, very quickly. And I'm going to block because he's going to hit me. So we block, and then I'm going to whack him. Because I don't want to block. Oh, I didn't block on that one. Okay, let's just hit him. You want to try and hit him in the head as best as possible. But that's what makes this room so tricky. So you'll see the guy that comes out of there. But then there's also a guy that's right behind you. And the first time I played this, I unfortunately had no idea. And I screamed a lot. Like a little baby. Okay, so I am a little red, so I am going to use a little med kit. Which amazes me. Just pouring a med kit on your skin apparently cures you. Okay, so now there are going to be a couple of guys. There's going to be one right around this corner right there. So I usually will peek around just to let him know, hey, I'm here. And I keep missing continuously because I'm a horrible shot when it comes to these kind of games. But yet somehow I can play Apex. I don't understand this, but I need to pop around the corner again. He's going to strike at me. And so then I'm just going to sit here. Back in his face. Block. Block. And this is away at his face, apparently. Now, once you kill this guy, which I don't know why he's taking forever, but he is. It's taking a long time to die. There we go. There is going to be another two, if I recall, in this room. So there's going to be one that's walking along here, and then there's one along the back. At least I'm fairly certain. There's one right here. So there's that guy. He's a little pissed at me now. Oh! Oh, I'm leaving bad. Oh shit, there's the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna put some health pack on myself. I'm gonna reload. Whoa! That was rude. That is so rude. Oh my god. I don't know why he's not dying. Usually they die really quick. So I don't know why they're not dying. But I'm running through so much ammo. And I don't want to run through that much ammo. Because I only have like 10 bullets. And I guess I'll just use an herb. That'll work. Okay. So, I think those two guys are dead. And move on. There'll be I believe a strong fluid in here. Okay. And this is where the dissection key that you retrieved earlier comes in handy from the locker. So when you open this up, dun, dun, dun. So basically, you've got poor cop guy over there, and it's unfortunate, and it sucks, but there's the poor cop hanging there. It's sad. And then when you go to reach for the head, big surprise. There's Jack.
Your father.
Because this guy just won't die. I mean, eventually he will.
Find him, and I will make him suffer.
Go make him supper.
You, my friend, will.
It's utterly amazing to me that he wouldn't have seen him, but what do I know? Okay, so once we get down the steps and we hang a right, you're gonna have an herb on the shelf, and you're gonna have some more shotgun shells. Not that it matters at this time, however. What I personally like to do at this time is I go backwards. Because I do have that scorpion key, I do like to back up and take care of all my little scorpion key areas. Just to see if I can get some extra stuff, because facing off against Jack always sucks every time you face him. And it's, you know, we're doing easy mode right now. When it's hard mode or when it's normal, it's not as easy to face off against him. I still struggle with it. I haven't done hard yet, so that'll be something I will try probably next. I've only ever done normal and easy mode. I can't imagine doing this on like insanity level. So I'm just gonna save really quick, just because I can, and we're there. So then we will keep going. And so there's one area that can use the, my bad, that can use the scorpion key. Go ahead and open that up. Boom. Yeah. And basically that door is a quicker route back to the library-ish area. I call it the library-ish area. It's not a library, it's more like a living room. Is that what I want to call it? Living room area? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember. Did I get that? I did. Okay. So there's gonna be one other room that you can use the scorpion key on, if I recall. Now, mind you, I'm trying to do all this crap from memory that I don't necessarily remember how to do. I just am kind of going with it, really. But, right there. Okay, so when we go in here, we have a broken shotgun. And then there's drawers and stuff for you to open, and letters, and ammo, and all this kind of fun doodaddy stuff. There's, yeah, handgun ammo on that. There's a chem fluid that right now I don't have any room for, but we will. I just have to see, and I don't even have room for really, ew, dentures. Okay, so then what I want to do is go back out and go back into the main hallway again. And what we're gonna do is go into the one room in here that we have the shotgun in. However, because right now my bags are full, you know, always sucks balls. It's never fun to have full bags. We're gonna run all the way back over here to the safe room really quick and use the little chest. And I'm gonna put up the coin. I'm gonna put up the strong chem fluid because I don't need that. And at the moment, I really don't need that. I will take the shotgun shells, however. Okay, so now I should have enough space. I'm just so angry if it's like, no, you don't have enough space for that. It's like, I should, because I've got 2 spaces, right? Okay. strong with my pocket knife. Okay, so I'm gonna go into here, and once you, and you'll see this, but once you put this up, that door will lock. And in order to have it not be broken, pop that in there. So now, all those lovely shotgun shells come in handy. Okay, so and now we want to go back because it's going to be time to face off against Jack, which really I didn't need the shotgun for, but still always a nice thing to have. And then once again, one more time, I'm going to save the game because I'm just that anal retentive, and I just want to make sure that I have saved my game because I don't want to lose anything and then have to face off against Jack again because Jack is a humongous pain in the freaking ass. So I'm just going to save it again before we have to go down into the basement. Nothing like tequila. So good. Okay. Not really good on the vocal cords though, so this might not be a long video because I'm already starting to like get a little hoarse. Okay. So I always, because I'm me, I double check everything that I do. I always check behind me because I think there's something. Jesus Christ! See what I mean? So I wasn't the only one that heard that noise, right? I hope not. That scared the ever-living shit out of me. Whew! Okay. Well, now that I'm officially on, like, high alert, Jesus Christ. Okay. So now we can go face off against Jack. Now, in theory, you know, when you go to face off against him, in theory, you can use the shotgun and all this stuff. I mean, because initially you are facing off against him. And it really sucks, I'm not gonna lie, it really does suck to have to face off against him. Always does. I hate it, but, you know. There's the poor cop. And so, essentially when you come in here, there is something down the steps. Over here, maybe an herb or something. I don't really remember. Maybe it's back here. Ah, that's where it is. Okay, so we got the gunpowder. God, I keep hitting that button. Too much Apex. Okay, so now we got more handgun ammo. And then there's going to be the snake door, which, we're not there yet. We haven't gotten the snake key yet. We've gotten us the scorpion. So now, once you grab this, you're gonna start the fight with Jack. So just a little, you know, heads up from here. I personally like to go ahead and shoot these in advance. If I can see the box, I will shoot the box in advance before we even have to jump down there, because I know now that there is something already uncovered in that corner. Now, these bodies that are kind of hanging right here, these you actually, when you encounter Jack, are used to basically, you shove them at him and it throws him off balance, and then you can like shoot him or hit him or whatever you're gonna do. So at some point in the fight, he's gonna get really, really pissed off that you are attacking him, and he's going to come over here, and this little area right here, he's going to unlock that, and in there is a chainsaw, and you're gonna have a chainsaw fight. So excuse me, so this body right here, for example, so kick it. That's essentially what you're going to be doing with Jack. Alrighty, so let's start this, and we'll kind of go from there and see how this works. And there's Jack. And he kicks you down, which is never a fun thing. So then I will usually, oh Jesus, okay. So then I come over here and I pick up whatever I can. And this is what I was talking about with these bodies. So essentially you hit him with it, and then you can shoot him with it.
You kill me, and I just come right on back.
See how he kind of gets thrown off balance for a sec?
else how much this around here, son.
And then he just goes doing that a little bit. So then he gets a little pissed and you shoot him. And then he comes back. And so this is the point where he's gonna come over here. And he's gonna open this up. So you wanna grab this as quick as you can. This is the chainsaw. And so with the chainsaw, what you need to know about this thing, and what they don't tell you, is that there is a little bit of a cooldown period. And there is a point where it is going to stall out on you. And you have to be able to account for that. So when it starts to stall out on you, there's a little light. Charge it, but for now. See how the light is flashing? That means that it's starting to recharge. And I use crap. You know, do it without having to do it. That's part of the game, apparently. So, ow. Okay, so we smacked him, we give him a little bit, and then eventually it's going to fall out. What it does, I will deal with it, and then crab. I usually do not have this much trouble with this. Okay, so yeah, try and attack him. And so see how it stalled, and try and start the engine again. It started, that's why it's yellow, so I hit him, try and attack him again, as best as I can, try to block him, and got it all. Try and use the body again. Oh shit, I missed, so we're gonna hit him with this one. There we go. Okay, he's out. Aim. Same thing. So he's gonna come at me. Oh, okay, so let's try this again. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's crap. That should have thrown him off. But apparently it is. There we go. Okay, so we basically demolished his body. So now, basically what I do before I leave this room is, first of all, I would say I'm gonna damn. Oh god, I went through a lot of health packs on this fight. I like to look around the room and see if there's anything I missed. Like, for example, there's first aid that I missed. I think there's only the one thing of ammo in this room, so then from that point
and stay dead.
come over here. And you hit X, and unfortunately, the chainsaw, you will not use. Once you break through the little seal, unfortunately, the chainsaw dies. Okay, see? Broken chainsaw. Okay, so now that we are outside, now we can go back to having a gun back out again. And we have to go turn in the dog head. So we're gonna go back out here, and we're gonna have to go, oops, dooey. We're gonna have to go back out here, and up the steps, and to the right, and basically we're back into the same engineering room that we were in. You shouldn't have to deal with any more guys at this point. It's not until later that there's going to be, you know, guys everywhere. But there shouldn't be any more on your way back. So, for me personally, and now you hear Evelyn. So I'm going to go into that. I'm going to save really fast because we just had a boss fight, and obviously we don't want to, you know, do it again. So we're going to do a quick save. And then what we're going to do is go turn in the third dog head. And once we turn in that third dog head, that door in the main room of the house is going to open, and then we can actually go outside, which is what we want. So, door. And there's creepy old Evelyn. Grandma. Creepy. Okay. So now, I always just like looking around corners because I don't trust people. I don't trust creepy old grandma. Okay. So now, we need to come over here. And we can put the third dog head in. Boom! So now we have an open door. I always just double check because it creeps me out. And now we're at the outside. Finally, we have gotten out of the main house. Boom. However, now that I've got lockpick, I'm gonna go back because there is something that I have missed. Which is not in this room. It's in this one right here. So we're gonna lockpick this one really quick because, you know, every supply is helpful, especially when you don't have the pumped up shotgun and you don't have the really nice handgun that you get after beating this the first time around. So we're gonna come out, we're gonna go back outside, and there is also, if you look down here, there is this little portion right here which you can actually move. So we're gonna rip it off. There we go. Okay, and then I personally don't like to waste a bullet. And what we have is a gun repair kit. So now, the broken gun, we actually can repair. And it ends up being the better shotgun out of the two. It only carries 2 bullets, which unfortunately sucks compared to... Yeah, this one takes 4. But the other shotgun's better. So, I've got 2 slots open. So what I'm going to do is go back over here. I'm going to get the broken shotgun off of this. And I'm going to put the M37 up on it. We're going to get the repair kit, and I'm going to use it on the broken shotgun. Woo! So now I've turned that into an M21 shotgun, and said M21 shotgun only has 2 bullets, but let me tell you, those 2 bullets pack a frickin' punch, and they will, like, essentially one-shot bad guys, which is, yeah, amazing. I don't think I've ever actually explored in this corner ever to see if there was anything in here. I think there would be, but, you know, always doesn't hurt. So later on in the game, eventually, there's going to be some bad guys out here in the courtyard area. And eventually you're going to get a little axe that you can come over here and do this little puzzle for, and you will get a prize. But we're not there yet. And eventually over here, you're going to go to the brother's little sick, twisty game that I absolutely hate. But we're not there yet. So we're going to just proceed. I got some chem fluid. And we're going to go into Zoe's trailer. Now, Zoe's trailer has a lot of stuff in it. Most notable is going to be these little cages. And if you notice, on this cage, it has, like, right there, the number 9. There's also 2 cages over here. One that says 5, and one that says 3. Now these take the antique coins that I've been saving. There is another handgun that's broken. Cough, cough. So earlier, obviously, I just repaired the broken shotgun. So eventually we will get another repair kit, and we can actually repair that handgun, which of course ends up being, you know, better than this handgun. But we're not there yet. So typically, at this point, I will put all my coins over, but I also want to combine this chem fluid with that for a health pack. So I will usually start with 3 because that's me. I don't tend to do the bigger ones first. I tend to do the smaller ones because, you know, smaller, get more bonus out of it. And you essentially just keep inserting them until you hit to 0, and then you get to pick up the prize, which in this case is something called steroids. You actually will inject this into yourself, and it increases your max health, and it's indefinite, so it's not something that fades. So this you can just pop into your skin right now, and voila, max health increased, which is great, so you don't get your ass whooped as easily. So the next one, I still have 3 coins left, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them into the 5. Just because, you know, why not? That way I don't have to just keep space. Fridge doesn't really have anything in it, like, at all. It will later, unfortunately. And for some reason, they really wanted you to, I don't know why. She's got tiny boobs. So, rah. And at this point, I'm going to save the game again, because we are outside, it's a new zone, and the next area is going to be going out to, I believe, the old lady's house, just like it was for Mia's video. So, let me make sure I've got everything I need. And essentially what you do is you end up walk out the door, and the phone will ring. Big surprise. And so you answer the phone, and it's going to be Zoe. Again.
You made it. You're the first I've ever seen make it this far.
So what is it you need me to do? Is it gonna help me get out of here?
Yes. Now listen carefully, Ethan. My family and our bodies are contaminated. I can't leave the property unless I get it out. And the same goes for Mia.
Is there a way to get it out?
We need the serum. It should clear whatever this stuff is out of the body. As long as you're not too far gone.
Alright, so where is it?
If I knew where one was, I'd already be long gone. But I have a feeling my mother has hidden some inside the old house somewhere.
So if we get this thing, I can help Mia and we can get out of here?
Right. And so can I. The old house is near the water. You can't miss it.
Alright.
I just hope you can handle my mother.
Your mother?
Be careful.
Creepy
I'll be
spider
looking for
bug
ya.
lady. Ugh. Okay. So now, just like in the video, we are gonna go out. Okay. Here we go. Going over to the old house. So now when you first come over here, there's going to be 2 boxes. I will tell you right now, do not hit that one. Hit this first one. That second one's gonna have really nasty, disgusting bugs crawling in it, which, gross. Now when you first open these doors, you'll notice that there's a nest up on the top, and there's a ugly ass bug right there. Shoot said bug. Now when you come in, run in right away, turn around, there's going to be another ugly-ass bug right there on the wall. Shoot it. Now, if you try to go through this door, usually creepy mom comes out in some way. But apparently not today. So, this part you obviously can't cross. You'll eventually be able to, which makes it a lot quicker, but whatever. We're going to go through here. These upstairs don't go up. Well, we kind of don't have a choice. Now, there's a couple of big bugs. So there's the one right here, and there's the one right here. And then there's this little thing right here. This thing is a nest, and it's nasty. So essentially I try to just run as quickly as I can all the way past it without trying to get attacked by anything. Because, yeah, they're already trying to come after me. It's disgusting. So then I usually will look and see if creepy fucking lady's coming. Sometimes she's coming, sometimes she's not. It all just depends, because she has like a regular rotation of where she is. Like right here, it's gonna be like it's gonna end up scaring the shit out of me or something. Okay, so up there's another nest, I believe. Or no, same with the nest is. Those spiders are gross, and there's a nest right there that I don't want to deal with. There's like this whole outside area that I really don't want to deal with yet, because we haven't even gotten to her. I kind of need to deal with her, and I don't want to deal with her because she's a horrendous, ugly lady. And we got some more psychostimulants, so let's just go ahead and use the psychostimulants now. I don't want to combine it. I want to. Oops. Oh no, it's solid fuel. Just kidding. I thought it was oh no, it was psychostimulants. Okay, I'll use these. Okay, so now. Just if you can, shoot some bugs. You should. If you can, shoot the bugs. Because they're nasty. Nasty, nasty guys. And I don't think she's here. It's not yet. When she does come, it's terrifying. I don't know why it's saying I can't pick it up, but apparently I can't pick that up. And so here is the room, obviously, where if you did sit through the last bit and saw me playing in the Mia video, this is where she kind of hides to get away from the creepy old lady. And there's the light to do another shadow thing, which we're not to yet, but I will take the burner grip. And then over here is a backpack, which is necessary to have more space. There is a little duty. Whack him off the thing. I don't believe there was anything else in here that I needed. So, see, now we've got additional space. We've got gunpowder, which I don't need right now, so we're going to put that and the lockpick up, because I don't need either one of those. And then, so, when you have just chem fluid and you mix it with gunpowder, you get handgun ammo. If you have chem fluid and you mix it with solid fuel, you get burner fluid for the burner. When you have strong chem fluid and you mix it with gunpowder, you get shotgun shells. If you have strong chem fluid and you mix it with burner fluid, you get rockets. Because eventually you will have a rocket launcher, which is okay. I really have only ever used the rocket launcher, I don't know, I think like once ever, really. And it's only, I think I've only ever used it, no, I take that back, I've used it twice when I've played this game. Once when I try to fight Jack, when he's like final big voodoo daddy Jack, and then the other time is when I fight off against the final boss, which hopefully you have seen this game be played before. If you have, then, you know, spoilers and all that fun stuff. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody about who the final boss. Oh god! Forgot about these guys. I bugs. They are little shits. Little shits. Seriously. Little shits, because they don't... Oh, they're such a pain in the butt. I completely forgot that those things even existed. Okay, so... Oh god. Oh god, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go back to your little hole. Back to your hole. Really? So you're gonna be that guy? You're gonna be that one guy? Okay, so then if you explode the nest, they're no longer there to chase after you anymore, so. Okay, so when you come down here, there's gonna be a little bobblehead. Antique coin bobblehead. And then when you come through here, you're gonna find your girlfriend. But you're also gonna find the stone statue you need. So there's your girlfriend.
Ethan!
Well, I shouldn't say girlfriend, because she's technically your wife.
I know, you're right, and I always wanted to tell you, but I can only remember a little, and the rest is just gone.
Daddy, right? You mind if I borrow Mommy for a little bit? Don't you stand there. Do something!
Ethan, help!
Damn it.
Okay. Anyways. So now there's your little bobblehead right there. Oops. There we go. So now, for me personally, Stay the fuck out! Oh, finally, creepy lady. Oh, it's taken forever. Okay, so she ends up covering that with spiders. So I don't really have much of a choice. I'm gonna end up having to go this way. Which is me shooting this thing to death. And unfortunately... Ugh, such a waste of bullets. Unfortunately, because I don't have a burner. It is a humongous ass waste of bullets. But now that creepy lady is going to be walking around, which really sucks, we need to be able to go outside. Because when you go back outside, that's where the burner is going to be. So we're going to go through here. And we're gonna run past this ugly thing again and hopefully not get killed by it. We didn't, so we're gonna keep moving on. Now she is pacing, just like she did in the Mia video. She is pacing back and forth with the little lantern in her hand. So usually you can see when she's coming, because there'll be like a little bit of a dim glow. And you can hide behind the exact same box that Mia does. And she'll do the same pat. Patrol. I call it a pat because I played World of Warcraft for far too long. But it's called a pat or a patrol. So she walks in the exact same pattern that she does when she's in the Mia video. So now that she walked that way, we can go this way, which is exactly where we want to go for the burner. Now I just try to hustle and get outside as quickly as possible, because we want to get that burner part. Now, I am going to piss off a lot of bugs in the process of doing this, and I'm going to waste like a lot of fucking ammo to... Okay, now what I'm going to do is run. And then we're going to go here, and in here, plant yourself an herb. You're going to have the bottom component of the burner. What you have to do is you have to take the bottom component of the burner, and the top component, And you're gonna combine that with the burner, and voila! We now have a burner. Which, once it starts, essentially this is what you use for the so, and there goes grinding. So essentially what you want to do is pulsate it, because the issue is that it tends to, people will hold the button down, and really, you should just pulsate it. If you just pulsate it, you won't burn through it nearly as quickly as you would if you didn't pulsate it. I don't know whether she's coming or not. You can kind of hear her say damn. And then also kill the spiders. And that is just I didn't pulsate it, so not bad. But they're trying to eat you. Help me, bugs. This is like the, oh, there she comes. So we're gonna go back outside, and you can watch her through the window. And then you just wait for her to pat back, and then when she pats back, then you could go into that little closet, and we can get the supplies that are in there, and eventually we can. To, I don't know if I have any. Apparently I do. Combine it with. Sweet. Okay. Now, strong chem fluid, I don't want to combine with anything right now. Because, yeah, I don't want to combine it. So, that's right, there's spiders on the other side. So I'm going to have to go this way. This side. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I told you to get out! It's time! Get away from my baby! You cocksucker!
She really has it coming this way? And I the closet, the whole thing. See what's in it. There's more burner fluid, which we always need. Burner fluid is always appreciated. Yeah, but there's an herb in there. So, now, I don't know where she's pacing currently. I was hoping it wouldn't be in here. Because at some point, we need to get back to store. Unfortunately, I need to go in the hallway that she was in, so I need to unfortunately go back. This is why I hate this building and everything to deal with it, because it's like so confusing walking around in circles, and it sucks. But and I don't know where she currently is. I don't. Oh shit, she's right there. Okay, so we're gonna run this way, and we're gonna go into here. But I don't know if she's going to pace in here or not. So, me personally, if she does pace in here, it's so cool how it kind of, your vision goes to here, but yet it's fuzzy in the background, and then once you focus into the, that's so cool. I don't remember if she paces out here, though. I think she does in the video. She might not. Oh god, she does. Or maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if she does or not. Let's see. She didn't come, so. Alright, well, we're just gonna go ahead and do this puzzle and be done with it. So it's exactly like it is in the video. So you just, you rotate it until it looks like a damn spider. And once it looks like a spider, then you're in. Which, there's the spider right there. So it's mostly just doing this and turning it around. So like that. And tipping it a little bit like this, and boom! We have it. Like I said, though, in my previous video, this is like by far the easiest puzzle out of all the puzzles in this game. So, and then we're gonna come through here. And it's really, really gross in here. So, eventually, you see all the bugs?
Fuck!
So many bugs. And they're all dripping.
Jesus, fuck!
It's so nasty. Ew. I don't think I could have done that. If it was me, like, in person, I would have been screwed. Personally, but... but, yeah. Not me, so... It is what it is. Okay, so now... this component right here. So... there is a door up here. You have to have that key for it, the Raven key, which we don't have yet. So, we have to get said Raven key. But first, let's do some combining. I want to get rid of some of this stuff that I've got. So when you combine those two, you get an even stronger first aid man, which is amazing. So we're gonna jump in here, which is where Mia went, unfortunately, when she was attacked and everything. So on this, is it on this one? I thought there was a. Maybe it's not this one. I thought there was an antiquated, but maybe not. Cyclostics. Oh, look it! It's a little cat carrier. It looks like exactly like mine. Funny. Okay, so now we've got the crane. Now the crank. There's a bug there. There'll also be one when you round the corner. There will be a bug sitting right there on the ledge. So now with the crank, you can actually put said crank right here, like this. And then lift up the bridge that I was talking about. So now that bridge is there. Now, if you recall, back when we first got the burner, there was also a spot where the crank needs to go. That is where we have to go now. Which is a lot of running and a lot of trying to remember exactly where you are. But I believe we should be okay, depending on if the creepy lady's there or not. Which I hear her, so we're just gonna hang out right here. So you can hear her walking. She stopped, which means she's in the hallway. See? There's her shadow. There she is. Boom. So now you just kind of wait for her to go. Usually, with her back to you, it doesn't take long. And then... me personally, I like shooting bugs. So, I shot the bugs. And then we put the crank here. I'm just gonna raise up the bridge. Which is what we're looking for. And here you're gonna have first aid. And here, you're gonna have some burner fluid, the antique coin, and the crow key, which, of course, I have no space for. So, we're going to use the psych simulant. Let's get that shit out of here. And then I also want to see if there's anything I can use or combine, which there's not. So, dun, 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 dun. The right stuff. Okay, so psycho lady. She's imagining shit. Okay, and honestly, this is like the longest delayed part, is having to stand here and wait for her to pass. Because she pats so freaking slow. It's like, come on, lady, I've got other stuff to do, like trying to collect all the crap to kill you with. So, there she is. Okay, so now
There you are.
butterfly. And supposedly there's something right here. Ooh, carefully that I don't have enough space bar. That sucks. That's okay. So now I would like to try and find a. Ooh, what are you? Ooh, ammo. Okay, so I would like to go back to my little safe space, but I gotta find my little safe space, which should be through here. You go back through here, and unfortunately, yes, there are still more bugs. That doesn't change. There's a bunch of bugs, and they like to drop on you. See, like, but once you go through here, you'll be back in the same room with the puzzle. And if you go out and to the left, there will be the save room, which I kind of want to do right now. Give my vocal cords a rest. So I think I'm going to call it a night just before we really have to get into the nitty gritty of, you know, facing off against her. For right now, you can put the scorpion key up because you don't need it at this time. You will eventually, but you don't need it right this second. And then really, I don't need these herbs. I also really, I like to keep all of these first aids handy just in case. At the moment, I don't believe I need the crank. I'm pretty sure I don't need the crank yet. So I'm going to put the crank back. And eventually we'll have to pull it out later, but that's way later. So I'm just going to save. Because we've been going at this for an hour, and I'm like, ugh, right now. I should be sleeping. And instead I'm playing video games, but whatever. So, alrighty, well that is going to be the end of this video. I will probably pick this up tomorrow evening, like I have been. I like playing this game at night because, you know, it's fun to actually get scared every so often, but when you've played this game so many times, the predictability is there, and you almost can always determine when there's somebody to be there, but mostly it's in the house. When I get to the ship, I haven't got the ship as memorized because I haven't done that as often. I've done the house a crap ton of times. But anyways, y'all have a good night. Again, stay safe with everything going on in the world today, the craziness. So stay safe, and we'll catch you at the next video. Take care.